Okay, before I get into the video, when I walked up to the booth to get the ticket for this movie that I'm gonna review, I ran up to this guy, and when I went to go see Neighbors 2, I saw this guy on his tag. It said his favorite movie was Evolution. I told him, Evolution. I think I might have heard of that movie before, and then I ran into him again, and I say, "Hey, I know you. You're the guy whose favorite movie is Evolution." Yeah, and he knew who I was. Also, I was with my friend, and yeah, it was crazy. You know, it's so cool how at the movie theater that I go to see these movies, it says on their shirt what their favorite movie is. Like, anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get to it. Alice Through the Looking Glass is a sequel to the first remake, Alice in Wonderland, which was a movie that I really enjoyed. I thought it was better than the animated film. I know I'm gonna get hate for that, but I don't care. It's my opinion. But anyways, Alice has to go back into Wonderland, and pretty much what happens is she has to go back in time to save the Hatter's family because the Hatter's he thinks that the Hatter thinks that his family has died, and pretty much it's up to Alice to go back in time to go and stop when his family died. But apparently near like almost to the end of the movie you see a twist, but I'm not going to spoil that for you. And pretty much yeah, I don't remember there being a sequel to the original animated Alice in Wonderland. Pretty much. I mean, I could understand why the first Alice in Wonderland wasn't that good to people because mainly it didn't follow up. It was a darker version of Alice in Wonderland. Like there was no Jabba Berry Wonky or whatever, and there was no violence in the original. It was just and the characters didn't like Alice that much in the but yeah, and pretty much it didn't follow around what the animated film did. But yeah, I can understand that. But this movie doesn't follow anything like the animated film. I mean, I liked the first movie, but this just took it to a whole another direction, pretty much. I mean, the reason why Cinderella, the 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 live action Cinderella and the new Jungle Book movie did it well because it followed like the original animated movies, and it was well acted. It had incredible special effects. I'm not saying that the special effects in this movie are bad. I actually think they're pretty good, but the reason why those two movies did work so well was because they actually followed. But pretty much this movie didn't follow. I mean, I guess I didn't like this movie mainly because it wasn't directed by Tim Burton. I mean, the first movie was directed by Tim Burton, but pretty much, I honestly did not like this movie. Why is that? I personally thought it was kind of boring and it had a lack of magic, and I just thought the acting was just too over the top. I mean, it was a ridiculous plot. It just Alice has to go back in time. Alice didn't have to go back to time in the original animated movie. I mean, you just got so much ridiculousness throughout the film, like it doesn't even make too much sense. And that's the thing. I thought it was kind of rushed. I thought, it didn't have what I wanted. Okay, what I expected was an entertaining film. I wasn't really that entertained by it. I just thought the plot was kind of boring. I thought the only thing I liked it was the unique special effects, and just really, I should have gone seen X Men Apocalypse, but I'm probably not going to see that until it comes out on Blu-ray. I don't know, but all I can say is I would have much rather seen that film than this, because this film was just blah. Okay, Was this as bad as the Angry Birds movie? No, it was not as bad as the Angry Birds movie. I mean, the Angry Birds movie was just awful. I mean, it was bleh. I start hating it every single time I think about it. I mean, it just keeps going downer and downer when it's worthy to my top 10 worst movies of 2015 list. No, 16 list. But anyways, the acting was meh. I mean, it wasn't Johnny Depp's fault. It wasn't Johnny Depp's fault. It was the guy. It was just because he was in the first Alice in Wonderland. I'm sure his career will get back on track. I mean, it did when he made Black Mass, and I really enjoyed Black Mass. I really liked it. I thought it was a good movie. Johnny Depp proved that he wasn't just in it for the money. But this film was just meh at best. Uh, was mediocre. It was mediocre. I just enjoyed it for the visual effects, but pretty much, I even thought Maleficent was a lot better than this. I mean, I liked Maleficent, but I didn't love it. But this film, I'm sorry, but that's what I thought. Well, Alice in Wonderland, it definitely is not the worst movie of the year, but I give it 1.5 out of 5 anyways. No, it's not. It's nowhere near as worse as the other movies I saw that were just horrible, like Norm of the North, Angry Birds movie, Ratchet and Clank. What else? 50 Shades of Black, Ride Along 2. Fuck, what else? Uh, there was a lot more movies I thought were a lot worse than this, especially 50 Shades of Black. Like that movie was just. But anyways, that's all that I have to say, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.